Now, there's another one I'm going to show you called the QR code shortcut. So I'm going to come here, enable this module. This I had a little tougher time with. This has got some fairly comprehensive documentation, some of which, some of which is not necessary for you, because this goes into things that I need to do before you can even get started. So just remember, request the code or the external module if that's what you want to do. So how does this really work? So it works for surveys and lets you use a QR code or send something out so that people only have to flash the QR code if that's useful, rather than send the link. So I'm going to go to my record status dashboard and open up just a consent form. And notice that there's now an option up here called Generate Survey QR Code. If I click on that, it will now create a QR code that you can use to flash from a tablet or a phone, something so you don't need to go through the whole process of setting somebody up for with a link or having them log in. You can just give them a tablet, flash the QR code on that tablet, and they don't need login, don't need anything. It automatically pulls up this record for them. So if you had a group of tablets and you wanted to manage everybody's data entry from just one tablet that you're going to use, you call up the survey that you want filled, you flash it from the tablet, and it automatically brings up the survey. You hand the person the survey on the tablet, and they fill it out, they complete it, and they're not in REDCap. They are immediately out of it as soon as they complete their survey and submit it, see their thank you message, and then they're done. So this is something you can use. The other thing you can use this for that's kind of sweet, let's say that, and this is not a great example, but you want to add a new record. And normally, the first thing that you have to do is fill out a screening form before you can open a consent form. If you try to do that from within here, it's going to want to go through a process of creating an ID first, blah, blah, blah. But let's say that you wanted the consent form filled out first for an unusual circumstances. If you open it and generate the QR code, it will do it and it will create the ID. So if you say, yes, you did this, and you save and exit the form, then notice that it has taken the data, and you're going to have to come back in and fill out the screening form at some point. But in an emergency, you can use the QR code, flash it, and get that information. And if you knew the screening information, you could come back and fill it in later. So that's the QR code. Once you've created it, you can come back and display it and use it again and again. You can also use the survey options and use this for however you want to print this, if that's helpful for your respondent. So all these options now, and the QR code may help you with some of your surveys